Hello students, today we will study about our first assignment and our lab write-up regarding roots of equation. So let us discuss the problem statements first. So the first problem is to determine the drag coefficient C needed for a parachutist of mass 68.1 to have a velocity of 40 meter per second after free falling time of t is equal to 10 second. Note that the acceleration due to gravity is 9.81 meter per second square. This equation we studied in last video. Okay, how we came up to this equation, that is known to you. So if you just simplify and put the values, the simplified equation is also known to you. So let us say that we need to solve it by bisection method. So first you need to give a numerical solution, which we already discussed in last lecture. Then flowchart, program and program output. Similarly, we have to solve a program with the help of, we have to solve a numerical e raised to x cos x is equal to 1.4 is equal to 0 with the accuracy of 0.001 with the initial guess of 0 by Newton-Raphson method. In this also we are expected to give analytical solution, flowchart, program and program output. So let us discuss one by one. So let us discuss the flowchart of bisection method. So as in a class we have discussed that xu and xl are lower and upper bound of the given interval. We need to evaluate the function at the endpoints of the given interval. When this f of xl and f of xu is greater than 0, that is if it is greater than 0, if it is not negative, then you need to re-enter the value of xl and xu. Otherwise you have to starting bisecting the interval, like xr is equal to, that is root is equal to, approximation is equal to xl plus xu by 2. Set the counter I at 1. Okay, because we need to find out that how many iterations we have to we have required in order to get the required accuracy. So required accuracy is absolute value of xu minus xl. So if this condition is met, that is if xl into xu, f of xl into f of xu is negative, then you need to check another condition, that is while xu minus xl is greater than accuracy value. That is, if it is greater than accuracy, then what you need to check is that you need to check that f of xl into f of xr. If it is negative, then you set xu is equal to xr. If it is not negative, then you set xl is equal to xr. Okay, and you need to check this condition, and this instruction, that is this while loop, you need to execute till this condition is satisfied, that is xu minus xl should be greater than accuracy. When xu minus xl is less than accuracy, then you print xr as the root of this equation and stop. So this is the basic algorithm of bisection method. So let us study this program. Okay, so same program file I copied here. Okay, so let us study this program. So what you find here is that I have made several functions. Okay, over here type several function. Some functions I converted into comment by putting percentage sign just ahead of that function. Okay, so let us say our problem is this falling parachutist problem. So this is our simple equation, that is 667.38 divided by c into 1 minus e raised to minus 0.1468 c total term minus 40. Now this we need to find between 12 and 16. Okay, so as I told you that all these highlighted green in color is not a part of a program but a comment. Okay, so I now activated this function. Now this is @ sign and @x. Okay, so this means that function is of variable x. Okay, this is called as a function handler, and this is one method to declare the function. Okay, so xl and xu are lower and upper bound. Okay, accuracy will take from user. Then you will put f of xl value into y1, okay, and f of xu into y2. We have assigned two variables. Then we check that while y1 into y2 is greater than 0, then you take xl lower bound, upper bound and accuracy again from the user. Again you evaluate y1 and y2, and you need to check this until this condition is not satisfied. Okay, if y1 into y2 is negative, then you go to next line, that is line number 20, that is I is equal to 0. Then while absolute value of xu minus xl is greater than accuracy, then you just half the interval of and term it as xr. Okay, then y3 you put another variable y3 in which you put f of xr. Okay, then you need to check that y1 into y3 is less than 0, that is f of this is f of xl into f of xr is less than 0. Okay, this line. Okay, then if it is satisfied, then xu is equal to xr. If it is not satisfied, then xl is equal to xr. Okay, then you increment the I value inside the loop in order to print the value. So this is a printing statement in which it is written that slash n iteration percent d xl is equal to percent f slash t, xu is equal to percent f slash t, xr is equal to percent f. Now here there are many things which are going to get printed. Okay, so as you write this statement, okay, iteration percent d, this first value is integer, that is I will be printed sequentially. Okay, xl is equal to percent f, in this xl value will be printed. Then slash t is for tab. Okay, this is a tab, that means when the output is printed, you will get a tab in between. Okay, between xl and xu. So xu is equal to percent f tab, then xr is equal to percent f. Now this statement will print the values. Okay, then what we need to print is that number of iteration is also we need to print, that is why I am printing. Okay, so I will come to know that since it's a while loop, how many times it is getting executed, how many iterations I need to check. Okay, that is indicated by this I value. Okay, then xr is equal to xl plus xu by 2, that will half the interval, and last line is to print the print the root and the number of iteration simultaneously. So this is nothing but a program. So let us run that program. Okay, so we know that our values are 12 and 16, xl is 12, xu is 16, accuracy is 0.001. Okay, then enter. Now you could see that after 12 iteration we have got this answer of 14.778809. so this is what we have got analytically near to that. Okay, and by printing I can print all iterations likewise. Okay, so this program will print the iterations up till you get the required accuracy. Okay, so this particular first while loop is for checking the condition of convergence, that is whether the root lies in that particular interval or not, and the second loop is for method. Okay, so usually examiner ask a question that which is the loop for method of bisection in this particular program, then you should able to highlight that this second loop contains the method and first loop contains the check. Okay, so this is for this bisection method. Okay, so this is first program. So let us execute a solver. Okay, so here in your lab manual which is there, okay, I also posted this is a MATLAB solver. Now what are solver? Solvers are nothing but the ready-made command in a MATLAB. So for the root of equation, f0 is another solver. So I want all of you to please type this particular function. Okay, now since if you go to command window and you already executed the program for f, so the software knows what is f. But let us say in case I don't know the f. Okay, so I'll just say clear all. Okay, it will clear the workspace. Then I'll say clc, it will clear the screen. Then I will put then I will declare what is f. Okay, so I just want to declare f is equal to, then add the rate x, that is function f is of function x. Then you declare the function. Okay, so this is the function which is getting declared. So I'll just declare the function and then show you. Okay, so this is the function which is declared. Then let us call the solver command f0. So f0 f0 into bracket. The command syntax is function comma initial value. So function is f comma initial values are 12 and 16. Okay, so you just need to do this and just press enter. It will give you the answer. Okay, now in an exam, first whatever the numerical which you have in your question paper, you need to first check its answer with the help of this f0 solver, and then you need to match the answer of solver with the answer of the program. Then you will get the full marks. Now in your lab manual there are several other examples of the functions which we have already solved in a class are solved with the help of f0 solver. So I want all of you to practice this. Okay, so this is about bisection method. So let us consider our second program, that is Newton-Raphson method. So this in Newton-Raphson method, I told you that it takes first it checks the initial guess whether it is correct or not. So that condition is written over here in the flow chart. Okay, first it takes the initial approximation as x1 and accuracy from the user. Then it checks this condition, that f of x1 into f dash of x1 divided by f double dash of x1 square. This whole term has to be greater than 1. Okay, if it is greater than 1, then you need to check again, or you need to take the initial guess again. If this condition is not satisfied, if it is less than 0, then you go to next line, that is x2 is equal to x1 minus f of x1 upon f dash x1. This is the method. Okay, and this method you need to repeat up to which particular condition? You need to check that absolute value of x2 minus x1 should be greater than accuracy. That is the two consecutive approximations which you get after solving the equation by this Newton-Raphson method. The two consecutive approximation, the difference between them should be less than accuracy. Okay, so if it is greater than accuracy, then or this particular difference is less greater if accuracy is less than this difference, then you print x2 as a root. Otherwise what you do, otherwise you go for the iteration process. So this is a iterative process which is shown over here. Okay, so x1 is equal to x2, that is next for next approximation the value of x2 is assigned to x1, and then x2 will be calculated as x1 minus f of x1 upon f dash x1. So this is the basic algorithm for Newton-Raphson method. Now let us consider a program. Now in this program, as you know that I need to specify the function, then its derivative, then its double derivative. So here the function is e raised to x cos x minus 1.4, its derivative, and its double derivative is specified as y1, y2 and y3. Okay, then we need, this is the first loop, that is while b1 is equal to greater than 1. Okay, this particular loop is for convergence check. So in an exam the examiner may ask you that which is the condition for convergence check. If it is greater than 1, then you need to take the initial values again from the user. Okay, if it is not satisfied, then the second loop will give you the method. Okay, so in this particular second loop, the method is there. Okay, Newton-Raphson method is there, and this is a printing statement in order to print the roots. In after this at the outside of this loop, second loop, we will set the counter I at 0, and inside we increment the counter, because we need to type that the number of iterations, or we need to find that how many number of iterations are required in order to get the required accuracy. So this program is also this program is there, and this is the program output. So I want all of you to copy this or you need to type this program in your new script file and execute it for the given output. So this is about the two programs which are there for your syllabus, as well as there are some assignment which you need to complete. Okay, so these are some assignment problems. So these assignment problem, this is first is by bisection method, second is by Newton-Raphson method. Okay, so this you can easily solve. The third problem is a application problem which you need to solve with the help of bisection method. So you need to check this with the help of solver. So in this numerical, actually you need to find out that how much is the height which is there for 30 meter cube of water. Let us say you are designing this particular tank, okay, circular tank, and you need to hold a 30 meter cube of water for the requirement of the nearby village. Then how much will be the edge which you should maintain, so that you can say that the water in this particular tank is 30 meter cube. Okay, so formula for this is given pi h cube pi h square into 3r minus h upon 3. Okay, so if r value is given as 4 and v value is 30 meter cube, okay, then you need to solve this equation for h. Okay, so if you simplify that, you just need to put r is equal to 4 in the equation, you will get this particular value. Okay, if you simplify it, you will get a more simplified equation which you can solve with the help of solver to get this output of this answer of 2.6895. that is this, when this h is 2.6895, then you can say that the tank is holding 30 meter cube of water. So this is a typical application problem which you need to solve. So I want all of you to replace this particular function in a bisection method file and show me the answers. Thank you. So this completes your first assignment on the first unit. Thank you.